Welcome back to Color Class. I'm Sarah.
I'm Lucinda.
And today we're going to be starting a series that is all about the power of one change. So today is all about lipsticks, and then we
Yes.
have another one coming up about brows. So
And
we're going to
another, and another.
So we're going to be diving into one topic at a time and then really discussing how it works for each of those one little changes. And we have some controversial things when it comes to lips.
You know what? We bring the goods. The thing is, some of the things we say may be controversial to traditional color theory, but we know why those practices came about. I was in this business for 30 years at corporate headquarters. I know how these things rolled out. One of the things that we're talking about today, lipsticks, they were just trying to sell lipsticks. They'd say, oh, it has to go with your season. You know, if you're in autumn, you have to wear autumn lipsticks. And, and we watched that not work all that great.
Right.
And one of the major things we kept hearing was, my lips look orange. Why do my lips look orange? And so the warm seasons, you throw those out there. If you're spring, if you're in autumn, you need to wear these lips that are orange. And we're here to tell you the one thing that will make a dramatic difference. If you're doing that, stop. It's that easy. Your lipstick does not belong to your season. They are not linked up. Your lipstick belongs to your face. Now, let me repeat that. Your lipstick, do not buy it to fit your season. Your lipstick belongs to your face. So we know, based on studies and prior, these white papers on what sells the most in terms of foundations, we know that a lot of people have a neutral skin tone. If you're out there and you have a neutral skin tone and you've been following this advice that you're a spring or you're an autumn, if you're in autumn, you have to wear brick. You don't have to do that anymore, because we have proven that if you are a neutral skin tone, a neutral color lipstick is going to be the most flattering thing for you. That's the one change. Now, caveat.
Always.
If you have a warm skin tone, go with your warm lipsticks.
Right.
They'll look great. Mm-hmm. If you have a very cool skin tone, you can go cooler on your lipsticks, but your lipsticks need to harmonize with your face.
Mm-hmm. And this might be cheating, but I'm sure we'll bring this up in another video. Blush is the same exact thing. So if your lipstick is neutral, looks fantastic, then your blush should be neutral as well. It can lean one way or the other. Like when I'm all bronzed up, I do go neutral leaning warm. But in the wintertime, when I'm all cooled down, I stick completely with neutral, and I do not lean cool at all.
And I'm tan, or tanner than I usually am. And I don't change. Neutral, 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 neutral works for me. So we put together the same model. We're infamous for that. Same model. So we put a legit spring lipstick on her that someone was calling, if you're spring, you've got to wear this lipstick. We put that on her. Remember, she's got a neutral skin tone, because that's what makes this make sense. And then in the middle frame, we gave her a neutral rose lipstick that complements her skin tone. And then over on the end, we gave her a cool pink lipstick, which is the opposite. If she's a spring, in theory, she shouldn't be able to wear a cool lipstick. But you know what? It's more flattering for her than the orangey lipstick is, which would be the quote-unquote spring lipstick.
Because it's slightly more neutral.
Exactly. Now, if it were in the purple family and it were way over on the cool side, it wouldn't work. Bottom line, if you have a neutral skin tone, and look at your foundation to determine whether you've got a neutral skin tone, follow your skin tone with your lipstick.
And then, of course, you can follow up with depth. If you're lighter, you can go for a lighter shade. If you're deeper, then you can go for a deeper shade.
And obviously, we can get into some serious nuances because we're color class. If you're clear, if you've got a lot of contrast, you can go with a more powerful shade in that neutral family. If you're soft, if you've got very little contrast, you can pull it back a little bit. So we're not asking you to all wear the same lipstick. There is a wealth of lipstick shades, light to deep, soft to clear, in this neutral family, but you will find that it will flatter your face. And that problem where people say, well, my lipstick turns orange on me, that will disappear.
No more following. I always see those charts on Pinterest that's like a warm spring, right, should be wearing these bright orangey shades.
Orangey, mango, peach, it's just going to make your lips look like they're standing there all by themselves in the weather. They're ahead of you. And if you look at our model, just take one last look at her. The warmth in the lipstick, it harmonizes with her hair maybe, but you got to get past all her skin in order for that harmony to play out.
When we talk about color relating to other color, look at her skin tone versus her lip color. Now it's playing off of her skin tone and it's becoming much more intense. Now I wonder what would happen if we put her in a warmer skin tone.
Stay tuned. We'll do that over on Patreon for sure because they will demand it.
That's a good idea. Okay, so we'll have that done over on Patreon for you guys. So if you're interested, link is at the end of the video. Also, we have launched YouTube memberships here. If you would like to support us, you can do that as well down below. And lastly, I'm Sarah.
I'm Lucinda.
This has been another color class, and we'll see you in our next video.